Good morning, children. I am Mrs. Mariam Job, and today we are going to learn something from children. I will be beginning with a new poem, Dust of Snow. And in this poem, children, we are going to learn about so many things. First of all, before I begin this poem, I would like to ask one question from you all. Children, have you all gone out for some sort of outing or picnic? Your answer would be absolutely yes. And can you tell me, children, why do you go out? You are quite comfortable in your houses, you are okay with your things, with your toys or anything, at whatever you have at home, you are fine with them. Then why, what is the need of going out? Now, I will be telling you what is the need and necessity of going out. Children, every person needs some refreshment. Although we are very good at home, we find everything very nice and comfortable in our houses, but still sometimes we need to go out for some kind of refreshment. It can be in the form of picnic or outing or shopping, anything it can be. And so here today we are going to learn the same thing in the poem. Okay, now you tell me, when you go out and when you look at the different kinds of things, how you feel? Do you feel sad when you observe beautiful flowers, tall trees, nice birds, and whatever you can see around when it is very beautiful? How you feel, children? I am quite sure you feel happy to see all these things and you feel relaxed. Whatever problems you have in your mind all disappears just because of the view, beautiful view which is giving you relaxation. In this poem, we are going to learn about all these things. The poet, how beautifully he has described how you can change your mood. After going out, how the things changes. Everything he has described nicely. Now, first of all, we will hear the summary of the poem. In this poem, Robert Frost is the one who has written the poem. We will begin our poem, Dust of Snow. It is written by Robert Frost. So here in the poem, it says that his day was not at all good. He found everything negative. He had lots of problems with him. But as the day passes, as he goes out for some sort of outing, he finds that nature has a very different way of healing us. Whatever pain we have, whatever wound you can say we have, whatever things we have in us, which are not positive, definitely negative, how your nature can heal. And this is all about your poem. So, in the poem also it says that even simple moment of your life can give you a new start, can give you a new refreshment, can give you a new day, you can say, of your life. So this is all about your poem, Dust of Snow. So now let's see from the book. You can turn the page number 17 in your literature books, Dust of Snow, written by Robert Frost. Children, in this poem, we will also see so many things we are going to learn in this. We are going to learn how negative things can be changed into positive things. So the line says, the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Now in these 4 lines, one more thing which I want to tell you, Children, this poem is not a very big poem consisting of many stanzas and all. This is a very small poem consisting of hardly 2 stanzas. And although the poem is quite small and short, you can say, but it has a very, very deep meaning in it. The meaning which is there in the poem, it has a very much, it can influence you very much in your day-to-day life. How you can change your point of view, how you can change your thinking. It is all about this poem. Here children, here we have a description of hemlock tree. This I will be explaining you. This is hemlock tree, children, and the hemlock tree is usually associated with poison. It is the same poison which was given to Socrates. And thus you can say that this tree cannot be associated with anything positive. But still, as every negative thing also have some positivity in it, same way this hemlock tree also have some positive things. Children, this is taken as a symbol of protection. And why? It has a very good height. As you can see in the picture, it has a very good height, and because of which it acts as a protector from cold. It will protect you from cold, from enemies. It is also taken as symbol of healing. And how? Although there is a negative association of hemlock tree, then also it is taken as a good source of essential oils. It gives you good source of it and produces scents and many more things, children, we can get from hemlock tree. So, I hope you have understood why the poet has used hemlock tree and crow. Here he has created the scene of sadness and you can say a depression that is there in the poet. Because of these two things, he was able to create that scene for the readers. And so the line says, the way a crow shoot down on me. Now the scene is, children, it would be cold in that place, and because of which all the trees are covered with snow, and because of which as the poet passes, now he is depressed, he is sad, and something went wrong. Exactly what went wrong is not mentioned, but something went wrong, and because of which the poet is feeling low. And here it says that as he has come out from the house, he thought to take a stroll or go out and visit something. Now he is on the road. As he walks on the road, he is depressed, he is sad. All that negativity he is feeling inside him. And as he passes by, he experiences something. Children, here when he came near the hemlock tree, he experienced something on him. Can you tell me what it would be? It was dust of snow. Why this word dust is used in the poem? Have you ever thought? Children, this dust word is used because the snow which falls on him is very light, and that is why the poet has given it a word dust. And here the poem says, something shook the tree. And what is that? That crow. Maybe the crow was sitting on it or was passing, we don't know that, but somehow because of the crow, the snow fell on the poet. The dust of snow from a hemlock tree, and he thought from, and he was quite surprised because he thought that nobody is near me who has done this. Then ultimately he watches that yes, it could be this crow. And when he experiences that chill on him, that smooth thing on him, that made him change his mood. He automatically changed his mood and started thinking some positive things. And in the second para it says, has given my heart a change of mood. Whatever negativity he was having in him, whatever depression he was having, whatever went wrong throughout the day, the poet says, now the scene is different. Now the poet is no more sad. Now he is no more in the negative feelings. Now he is in the positive feelings. And it is by whom? By whose efforts? You can say just because of crow. As I have told you, hemlock is associated with the poison. Means it is not associated with anything positive. I have already explained you. And so as your crow, we don't, I don't think anybody keeps crow at home. We keep parrots at home, we keep different kinds of birds at home, but nobody feel like keeping crow. Why? Because crow is not taken as a good thing. It is taken as inauspicious thing. Both the things in the poem, hemlock tree and crow, both are sign of negativity. But in the poem, how beautifully the poet has made both these things as a positive thing. And it says that so nicely everything has changed for me. Whatever I was thinking has gone. Now I am only filled with positive things. And this is how he explains that nature has healed him. Healed him, it is not that he has got some cut somewhere, but healed him from inside. From that negative thing, from what he was experiencing, what he was having, all that is healed now. And he says, and saved some part of a day I had root. Some part of the day. Mostly the full day he was going through that sadness, that negative thing. But now when he is out to find some refreshment for himself, now actually he found that here. And he says that now at least I have managed to save my some part of the day. I can say now that my full day is not wasted thinking about all these rubbish things, but at least I have some positivity also now. And in this poem, as you have heard from me, you would have experienced and understood even how the poet had made both the negative things as positive things. So children, in the conclusion, I would like to conclude that whatever things are you can see around you, whether they are positive or negative, it is just how we look at those things, how we take those things. If we will keep on thinking that they are negative, they will not give us anything, really I am telling you children, you will not get anything from it except negativity. If you will associate those things with some positive things, or you take them as positive things, then definitely in your life you will find everything positive, everything beautiful and good. So I hope I have made this poem clear to you. Keep on revising this poem and try to understand by yourself. Thank you and have a nice day.